44 hours on a train, hard seat, in China. How could this happen? As you might know from my previous video, I was traveling in Xinjiang for about 2 weeks. My last station was Turpan, and from here I now have to take a train to Shanghai to meet some friends. The distance between these two cities is more than 3,100 kilometers. So in China, when you take the normal train, you have 4 options. You can get a soft sleeper, hard seat, or a standing ticket. For long distances, the hard sleeper is usually the best compromise between comfort and price. So when I went to a ticket office to get a sleeper ticket, I got told that
there are only seats left. No fucking way, man. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Just gonna sit in a freaking train for I don't know how many hours, 38, 44, 10,000. It's set. I got a train ticket. The train is leaving the day after tomorrow at 9:40 p.m. and it's gonna arrive in Shanghai 2 days later at 5:50 p.m. So it's like 44 hours and 10 minutes.
And going through 23 stops.
Like the best news of the day is that I have the window, like a window seat. That is perfect, so I can lean my head against something.
Actually, I couldn't, cause this guy wouldn't let me sit there, so I sat in the middle where this guy had his freaking feet.
I'm now on my way to get some food for the train ride tonight. I'm thinking about buying mainly peanuts and raisins, just because they're pretty cheap and pretty calorie dense. I just left the hostel. Here's my bag. Here's my other bag, water, food. The first step going to Shanghai is to actually get to the train station first, and the train station is really far away from the city, apparently about 50 kilometers. So now I have to walk to the bus station and then take a bus. And then hopefully I end up at a train station.
I didn't, and here's what happened. I couldn't find the bus station, so I went back to the hostel, asked for directions again, then I found the bus station, this one. I got on the bus, but after a while I slowly realized that
There was a big misunderstanding. This bus is not gonna take me to the train station.
So I got off the bus, into a cab, and then this happened. Yeah, there was too much wind. We couldn't take the road, so we had to do a massive detour, and I was running out of time.
Yeah, maybe it's the universe telling me that I should not get on this train.
Eventually, we made it.
It was so windy outside. The train arrives in 2 minutes.
The train was pretty full, so there are 2 rows of 3 seats facing each other. We had to share the limited leg space between the 6 of us, and this guy decided to put his freaking foot here, next to my hand, next to my food. Dude, what the heck? Anyways, good night.
Okay, so it's hour 11, already got 1/4. This is the toilet. It's not as bad as I thought it would be, but it's also not really nice.
As the day was passing by, my train buddies left, and a guy selling stuff walked through.
So it's hour 21. We're almost halfway through. It's already dark again outside. It's the last night on the train.
The last day, nature was driven away by concrete, and I finally got my window seat. Throughout the whole ride, I didn't do much. I just sat and looked around. I tried to sleep as much as I can, stand up and stretch, eat and drink water. One of the big pros of taking trains in China is that there's always hot water. Cons are the people smoking, spitting, and exposing you to the little noise machines. But eventually, everything comes to an end.
Okay, that's it. We just arrived. That's the train. Oh my god, 44 hours and a fucking train!
So yeah, that was the 44-hour train ride, hard seat in China. And I know that there are tons and tons of more crazy train rides out there, but I just wanted to share this little experience. After all, I still recommend taking trains in China. It's a great way to get from one place to another. If you can go overnight with a sleeper, it's even better. And there are also high-speed trains going between the bigger cities. They're much faster, much more comfortable, but they're also more expensive. So before I end this video, I want to share something else. I was talking with my mom about taking trains in China, and she's from a small village close to Xi'an, and she used to study in Shenyang, which is up in the north. And back then, when she wanted to go from her hometown to university town, she first had to take a train from Xi'an to Beijing, which was 36 hours, and then in Beijing she had to buy the ticket to go to Shenyang, because back then you couldn't do it online and you couldn't buy the ticket in another city, so she had to buy it in Beijing. And the thing is, when you have a few days off to go home and visit your relatives, everyone else in China has a few days off as well, so it's really difficult to get a ticket. So she had to wait hour after hour, and once she even had to wait 24 hours until she got a ticket. And during Lunar New Year or Chinese New Year, Beijing is freaking cold. That's a very unpleasant thing. And when she got a ticket, it was another 16 hours until her destination. So a lot more crazy and intense compared to what I did. I only had to take one train, and door to door it was just a little bit over 48 hours. And it was a lot less horrible than I imagined it to be, but under no circumstances will I ever do this again. So with that being said, thanks for watching, feel free to leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.